Good morning all of you. Today we are starting the new lesson, that is Pythagoras theorem. From 8th standard we are studying the Pythagoras theorem, and we know that in a right angle Pythagoras theorem we are using especially in right angle triangle. When the triangle is a right angle triangle, in that triangle we are using the Pythagoras theorem. And the theorem is that in a right angle triangle, if you see this triangle PQR, angle Q is a right angle, its measure is 90, as you know that. The square of the hypotenuse inside this triangle, we know that if Q is a right angle, then the side opposite to right angle is its hypotenuse. So in this triangle PQR, PR is its hypotenuse. Okay, and is equal to square of hypotenuse means PR square is equal to in a right angle triangle the square of the hypotenuse. So we took here the square of hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of remaining sides. And triangle has three sides, and one side is its hypotenuse, then remaining side is PQ and QR are the two remaining sides. So as per our theorem, the hypotenuse square is equal to the sum of remaining two sides, and the remaining two sides are PQ and QR. So here we have to write PQ square plus QR square, and that is our theorem. We use it so many times, we solve so many examples based on this in previous standard, and we are using this, but we will see in detail about this Pythagoras theorem. And we see in the Pythagorean triplet, it is there in the scholarship also. You have studied, took some of the examples, learned some of the Pythagorean triplets also. Now we will see the Pythagorean triplet. Now we will see the Pythagorean triplet. What is Pythagorean triplet? Pythagorean triplet, they are providing us three numbers. For example, 11, 60 and 61. Suppose these three numbers are there. So as per our Pythagorean triplet, square of largest number, and the largest number is in these three number inside, largest number is the 61. As per Pythagorean triplet, square of largest number is equal to sum of squares of remaining two numbers. So which are the two remaining numbers? 11 and 60. So we will take sum of these two numbers. So 11 square plus 60 square. We will prove this. Is it correct or wrong? So first of all, we will take the 61 square. 61 square. What is the 61 square? 3721. And sum of these two numbers, that is 11 square is 121, and plus 60 square is 3600. Okay, and its addition is 3721. So we prove that the square of largest number, as per Pythagorean triplet, square of largest number is equal to the sum of squares of remaining two number. Same way, we will see some more examples to which follows the Pythagorean triplet. Now we will see some examples of Pythagorean triplet, and inside it 3, 4, 5 is Pythagorean triplet. As per our rule, the square of largest number. So which is the largest number? 5. So here 5 square is equals to 25, and here sum of is equal to sum of squares of the remaining two numbers. So remaining two numbers are 3 square plus 4 square is equal to 3 square is 9 plus 4 square is 16, and its sum is 25. And so it proves that, suppose we have taken this one and that is 2. So from this we understand that 5 square is equal to 3 square plus 4 square, means square of largest number is equal to sum of squares of remaining two sides. Now if you follow 3, 4, 5 triplet, so all the numbers which are in the table of 3, 6, 9, then 3 4s are 12, 3 5s are 15. After that 4th table, if you are taking 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12, 4 4s are 16, 4 5s are 25. You continue this table as it is only. 5 5 5 2s are 10, 5 3s are 15, 5 4s are 20, and 5 5s are 25. If you just see these all are the Pythagorean triplets, and if you check this, then its square is, if you check, we will check this number at first. 15 square is 225, and 9 square is 81, and plus 12 square is 144, and this sum is 225. So from this we are understanding that all the numbers from the 3 4 5 table are the Pythagorean triplets. Now we will see after 3 4 5 we see 5, 12 and 13 is the Pythagorean triplet or not. As per our rule, 13 square is 169, and after that this is the largest number square. Then 5 square is 25, and 12 square is 144. If we add these two numbers, 25 plus 144, we get it here 169. So the sum of these two number is the square of the largest number. So this is also a Pythagorean triplet. And one more thing is that if the smallest number from this, if smallest number is odd, the smallest number is odd, and odd number square, that is 5 square, is equals to 25. The rule is that 5 square 25 is, and the remaining two numbers which are then 12 plus 13, 12 and 13, these are the adjacent numbers, and its sum is 20. Its sum is 25. Means if odd number square is the sum of two adjacent number, then also the given numbers, three numbers, are the Pythagorean triplets. If the smaller number is an odd number, its square is the sum of remaining two adjacent numbers, then it is also a Pythagorean triplet. Now we will see one more Pythagorean triplet. In this 8, 15 and 17, that is the largest number is the 17, and the largest number 17 square is 289, and the smaller numbers, that is 8 square plus 15 square, 8 square is the 64, and plus 15 square is 225, and sum of these two numbers is 289. Okay, so it shows that this is also a Pythagorean triplet. Now we seen two triplets, that is 3 4 5 triplet we seen. After that, if the given triplet inside, we seen that 5 12 and 13, inside it 5 square is equal to 5 square is the sum of these two numbers, and these are the adjacent numbers, means 12 and 13. So, okay, and after that we will see this 8, 15 and 17's triplet. Inside it, if you see, the smallest number is the even number. The smallest number is even number, and we have to do half of this. So 8's half is 4. 8's half is 4, and 4 square is 16. And the 16's before number is 15. The 16's before number is 15, and after number is 17, and inside it this is 15 and 17 is here. So what we have to do, if the smallest number is even number, we have to make its half, its square, and squares before and after number is also a Pythagorean triplet. And these rules we can use to identify the Pythagorean triplet. Given numbers are Pythagorean triplet or not. Now we will check, is this a Pythagorean triplet or not. As per our rule, 7 square is 49. Another way we find it, 7 square is 49, and the sum of these two numbers, that is 24 plus 25, is also 49. So in short, we will say that this is a Pythagorean triplet, but we will check whether it we will check as per our rule, that is square of largest number is equal to sum of square of remaining two numbers. So which is the largest number here? 25. So 25 square is 625. Okay, and 24 square, 7 square is 7 square plus 24 square is equal to 7 square is 49 and plus 24 square is 576, and sum of these two number is 625, means it shows that these three numbers are Pythagorean triplet. In exam, these types of question, the given number is Pythagorean triplet or not, such a questions they are asking in the MCQ questions in question number first. So we have to practice these numbers for getting the marks. Now for more information, we will study these identities. For this, we have to check the formula for Pythagorean triplet. We know that the hypotenuse square is equal to side sum of remaining two sides in a right angle triangle. After that, we see that the Pythagorean triplets, that is 3, 4, 5 triplet. After that 5, 12, 13, 8, 15, 17, 7, 24, 25. This triplet we have seen. Now we will check if A, B, C are natural numbers. Any natural numbers, then all numbers instead of 0 and all positive numbers are the natural number. And A is greater than B. A is greater than B. Then we have to check that A square plus B square, A square minus B square and 2AB is Pythagorean triplet or not. So for that we will just solve this identity. First we will take A square plus B square. Okay, so what is the factorization of A square plus B square? As we know that as A square plus B square bracket square. Why we are taken its square? Because A and B are natural numbers. A is greater than B and its square we have taken, and A square plus B square means factorization of A square plus B square is the A square means here A raised to A square square. So here A raised to 4 plus 2AB means 2 into A is A square B square and then B raised to 4. We follow this, that is A square plus 2. This rule we have followed here. A plus B bracket square is equal to A square plus 2AB plus B square. As per this rule we solve this. So A square means here also A is there, so A square means A square square, that is A raised to 4. If base is indices index is there, then we are doing the addition of the its indices plus 2AB, 2 A square and B square, we do these two addition, and plus the last number square, that is the B square square, so B raised to 4. Now we will find out its we solve this A square minus B square, its brackets square. Now as per this only we will just see A minus B bracket square, its factorization here is A and B, so A square minus 2AB and plus B square is the factorization of A minus B bracket square. So here we will solve A square square, so here A raised to 4, here minus 2 A square B square and plus B raised to 4, the as per this factorization. Now next last one is, it is the 2AB square, 2AB square. What we have done? We done all the numbers square. So its square is the 2 square is 4, A square is A square and B square is B raised to 2. Okay. Now if you see this is a greater number, that is A square plus B square, its square plus, if we do this do the addition of this both, then we get is equal to a square minus b square bracket square plus 2ab square. Okay, so its factorization is the a raised to 4. If we solve this we will understand, but I will show you how it is there. So its factorization is a raised to 4 minus 2a square b square and plus b raised to 4, and its square is the, from this suppose we give 3, 1 and 2, 4 a square b square, and then after that, okay wait, we will change this fact, a raised to 4 2a square b and it's a b raised to 4, and then here plus 4a square b square. When we solve this 4a square minus a square b square minus 2a square b square, we get it here a square minus 2a square b square, plus its bigger number sign will come, and plus b raised to 4, and it is the factorization of a square plus b square. In this way we show it proves that from this a raised to 4. Hence from this we understand that this is means a square plus b square, a square minus b square and 2ab. This is a Pythagorean triplet. फक्त एवढे एक्झाम्पल. Now we seen that a square plus b square, a square minus b square and 2ab is a Pythagorean triplet, and we will just solve an example to show this. So for that we will take value of a is equal to 5, b is equal to 3. So a square plus b square is equals to, now we will see a square plus b square means a square means 5 square, plus b square means 3 square. Its value is 5 square is 25, 3 square is 9, and its sum is 34. Next we will check a square minus b square, that is 5 square minus 3 square, 5 square is 25 and minus 3 square is 9, and its answer is 16. And lastly we will take 2ab is equal to 2 into a is equal to 5, b is equal to 3. So 5 2 is a 10 and 10 3 is a 30, and we get here 3 numbers, that is 34, 16 and 30, and this is a Pythagorean triplet or not, we have to check, and if we check it, it is a Pythagorean triplet. And as per this we are by taking the values of a and b, just you find 5 more Pythagorean triplet, and that is your homework. Okay, thank you.